I believe the best way to learn anything is to teach what you are learning. And over these past 4 years, I have been learning this language, English. And for these past 2 years, I have been teaching it at different places in schools. And now I have started teaching English online. Hello, everyone. My name is Roshan. And on this channel, I talk about English learning books and movies. But today, I'm not going to teach you anything, but I'm going to talk about why I started teaching and why I'm quitting now. Of course, I'm not going to quit teaching on YouTube and online, but I'm talking about my schools. The reason I started teaching was money. I belong to a lower middle class family and I was not smart enough to qualify for any of those entrance exams of government colleges. And my family, of course, couldn't afford me to send to a private college. So, in the end, I had to support them financially. And the only skill I had at that time was English. I mean, I could speak a few lines, but I had never taught. So the first job I got was in a primary school. And boy, I realized how difficult it is to teach the children, and I couldn't even survive for 2 months there. Second, this is the place where I have worked for the longest period of my life. I'm not going to name the school, but it was a CBSE school, and I had to teach high school students. I was in this bus, all these teachers were around 40, some of them were in their 50s, and there I was in my 20s, and I almost looked like a high school kid. This is about 2 years ago. I was even skinnier than what I am right now. But when I reached to the school, I became really comfortable. The students were really nice. I got to talk to them, and that is the best part. When you are a language teacher, the best part is that you talk a lot, right? You interact with the students. But this is also a problem which I'm going to talk about this later part of the video. I met all these students, they were really nice, and I got to play cricket. So playing cricket was highlight for me. In the first year, I played a lot. I have got a lot of videos and I'm going to put it here and that's the highlight for me. But I have a very pessimistic personality. I am always doubting myself that whether I'm wasting my potential working in a school or what's going to happen in future. Is this amount of money going to help me survive or to lead my family properly? So I was always in self doubt. So I had no choice but to work there because I didn't have any degree. I didn't have any skill. So I thought, let's learn this skill. I worked on myself. But then the task started feeling repetitive. And of course, that negative self talk made it worse. So I decided to change my school and I lied to my students. So if anyone from my second school is watching this, I'm sorry. Because see, when I lie to myself, it's fine. But when I lie to others, I become really restless. But I had no other choice. I had to leave that school. Maybe I'm making it too dramatic, but I had to. And then I joined this new school where I was being paid nicely. Again, a CBSE board. I had to teach high schoolers. And I was excited because I was again meeting these new people. But boy, I never thought that, working in bigger classes would take every ounce of energy in me. When I returned home, I had no energy at all. I couldn't even work on my side hustle, that is YouTube. But the main reason why I left my third school, so if anyone who is watching this video from that school, I want to apologize to you also, but I'm going to tell you the exact reason why I left that. The director, dude, he was pain. When somebody is teaching you, that's great. But if I start poking you every moment, you have to do this, you have to do that, it becomes really annoying. And I had no freedom whatsoever. Like, he used to come directly to my class and used to give me direction. This is how you should be teaching. This is how you should be teaching. And all he was doing was giving me tricks how I'm going to make the students cram whatever I'm teaching. I was so furious. Whenever I returned home, I was asking, is this how I'm going to spend my life? And it was so mentally daunting that I decided I don't need this money. I'm going to quit. I quit in the middle of the month, which I wasn't even paid for because I understand he was in loss. I should have given a prior notice, but dude, if he has been working for that long period of time, he needs to be self aware what he's doing, how he's treating people. And I was furious. I was helpless. I couldn't do anything. I mean, in the end, it was his school, and I had no freedom at all because he was freaking coming to my classes and telling me this is how you should be teaching. And I was ready to learn. I accept that he's a better teacher than me, but dude, I'm ready to learn. But this is not how you should be teaching me. And I told him, this is my last day and I quit. But then I returned home. Again, I needed money. So I joined my second school. I returned, they welcomed me, and the reason I returned to that school was, of course, because I had the freedom to teach the way I wanted to. I was not being paid as well as the third school, but I had the freedom. I had some free time. I could work on my side hustle. When you have the freedom to teach the way you want to, you enjoy the work or any work. But recently, the management staff have changed, and they are again quite similar to this dictator, this director. And I told them I cannot work this way. Those management members are not the actual reasons. They are one of the reasons, but now you remember why I started. It was to support my family, and I'm able to support my family financially through the internet by teaching students online, and I get the freedom the way I want to teach. There is nobody who tells me that this is how you should be teaching. I'm talking to the learner directly, and if they think that this is how I should be conducting, that's how I conduct my classes. The question I mentioned earlier, when you are a language teacher, you should be talking to them a lot, right? It is about interaction. The more you interact with the person, the quicker he or she will learn, right? If anyone from my school is watching this video, I will keep on making videos online so you can still learn from me. Or if anyone new is watching, if you want to learn English one to one or in group sessions, you can send a message to me here. And timing is flexible. I'm working full time here. So whenever you are free, just give me a message and we can arrange our meeting and let's learn together. And this is the last message for all of my students. Keep on studying and best of luck with your future. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.